Yeah, and I've had that same stance since I was 8. When you have allergies, sometimes there's not enough mocos to come out. They're just there.
If there's not enough, you know what? I'm going to send you the electronic nose suction.
Ew, no, I hate those. Those are so... no. No, like the suction things.
Oh, no.
No.
I mean...
Mario goes, I mean... Okay. We're almost there. You ready?
No.
Okay, go.
Presented by Cedar Sinai.
Shifty work into the box. And across, it's in! Oh, it's Lowe! It's a dream return!
Welcome to Casual FC, an Angel City match preview and footy therapy pod featuring 2 podcast certified footy therapists. I'm your host, Mario Salazar, with my fully loaded antihistamine co-host.
I'm full of histamines, actually.
Oh, full of histamine. Well,
technically, I'm neutralized because, like,
you're
I take
balanced.
Yeah,
you're balanced. You have a balanced histamine.
I take daily allergy pills, and I'm doing like immunology allergy shots, and I got my allergy shot today.
So she's all set.
Yeah. You know, it's bad when your allergist is, yeah, just take 2 of like over the counter 24 hours or text.
It says 1, but go ahead and do 2.
No, like legit, they were like, yeah, you can't breathe right now. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But now I'm back down to 1.
Don't you have a giant tree over your house too?
Yeah, I'm not allergic to that.
Pollen? You're not allergic to that?
I'm not allergic to that. No, trees, with the exception of California oaks and pines and sycamores, I'm like, that's about it. I'm basically allergic to outside though. So like a severe grass allergies. I break out in hives in 30 seconds. So no thanks. That's also part of the why I didn't play soccer. Honestly, I was like, this sucks. Because I was just so itchy all the time. But anyway, hi guys.
Hi everyone. This is our match preview for our first match back into the regular season. We're going to be playing the Seattle Reign up in Seattle at Lumen Field on Friday, August 1st. The match is going to be at 7:30. It will be broadcast on Paramount Plus and NWSL Plus. So if you don't have Paramount paid streaming, then it should be on NWSL Plus for free. Usually they only all games are on NWSL Plus.
At least for the replays. Yeah.
For the replays internationally. So if you know your VPN stuff, internationally, it's available to everyone for free. But when they list it, usually means that it'll be live on for free. So there you go. NWSL Plus, Paramount Plus, and it will also be on iHeartRadio if you're going to not be able to watch it and listen to Isaac and Tracy. They are awesome. We'll always sing their praises, and it makes you feel like you're right there. Like you traveled all the way up to Seattle for it.
It's true. It's fantastic listening to them.
Yeah. And with that, a quick reminder, we have a watch party coming up at
Yay.
Watch Me Sports Bar in Long Beach. It's going to be hosted by Casual FC and A Show of Our Own. Again, A Show of Our Own is a women's sports memorabilia kind of trade show. It's going to be a trade night, so I think they're going to be focusing more on like cards and stuff. But when
I have all these. If you're watching video, I have all these are just my duplicates. So if you want cards, if you need cards, if you want to trade these, I got stuff for trades. These you can have.
I will say that there was a slightly unofficial, we'll call it like the pre A Show of Our Own at our very first one. And
there might be special giveaways, and maybe Parkside is going to hook us up. It's in the works right now.
That's news to me. There you go. See, even I'm surprised. I will say that I was saying that there was like a kind of mini pre-show at our first watch party, and the fun thing is that there's cards to trade, right? And then there's, because people are collecting and there's so many extras, there's also free cards. Like I was walking around to tables
free cards.
we were walking around the tables and handing out like free trading cards to people just so they can be like, hey, did you know that women's soccer has, here you go. So it was really fun. So come down if you can. You don't have to, but RSVP for free at watchparty.casualfc.com. It's the quickest way to take you to the long-ass Eventbrite link. The RSVP is really only for us having a general headcount. Honestly, like I said, it's free. You don't have to go. You don't have to RSVP, but just show up. If you do RSVP, then we know how many tables to hold.
Just a reminder, it's not this weekend. It's next weekend. It's August 9th when we play San Diego in San Diego.
Yes. So if you can't make it down to San, don't drive as far and just go to Long Beach.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, why not? And then last little thing before I let Angela loose on everything else. I did hear that Permutation Primo is going to be coming soon.
He
Probably
lives.
in September. He lives. He's coming around in September. He's starting to pick up stats. We'll
Ooh.
see him later.
That's exciting.
He's coming.
That's very exciting. So in the world of Angel City, we have more news. We had another signing a couple hours after this last episode went live. So we have another center back now, which is super exciting.
Which was one of the comment, like on one of the...
We
one
said
of the
it too.
I cut that whole like beginning update stuff as like a video, and it was like on TikTok or whatever. And one of the comments was like, well, you forgot Sarah. And I'm like, no, it just got announced the day after we recorded.
Yeah, so we've got a new center back. She wasn't dressed for the friendly, but she probably got here like the day before, so whatever. Super curious how she's going to fit in the lineup, what our backline's going to look like. I'll get into that in a little bit. Claire's pregnant, guys. So we were like, LOL, upper leg. What does that mean? But yeah, I'm super happy for her. They showed her up on the big screen at the game. She flashed us a belly bump. They're having a boy. I'm happy for her.
Leg.
But
but she, like, congratulations to Claire. That's amazing. It's I think a lot of the things, especially in the CBA, that have progressed over the number of years and the iterations of the CBA and how they're going to help moms.
It allows
amazing.
the players to be moms, like, and keep their careers, which is a big friggin' deal. Watch any interview Sid has done on that over the years. Talk to Sarah Gordon. Like, there are big reasons why this is a big deal, that it's quote unquote allowed. And it's never not been allowed, but you mostly just didn't really have a job afterwards, which is stupid. But yeah, I'm so happy for her. She looked adorable. She looked so happy. She hated being on the big screen, which was even better. And Allie Riley and Giselle were sitting on either side of her, and they're just like, just so happy, screaming. Savvy was there. It was nice to see everybody, like,
and just imagine the tiny little accent that the baby's gonna have. I mean, little Scottish
English hybrid accent, and then depending on where, because I'm assuming she's gonna be back home with her husband because they're working like long distance. So we'll see. I'm just happy for them. That's all. Yeah. That's not even the Chaos Award. Chaos Award.
That's a celebratory one.
Yeah, that's
Chaos
a celebratory. Award. Hooray! I'm so happy for you.
Hey everyone, Angela here. I am outside of Crypto.com Staples Center. I don't know. And I'm getting ready to go to the Sparks game tonight, but I just want to make sure everybody knows Allie Riley is off the SCI list. Obviously, we recorded yesterday before this was announced, but we're here and it's a great day in LA. Cam Brink is back tonight. Allie Riley is back. It's a good time, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.
This week's Chaos Award, we had a friendly. It was the center ref, who's named Ivan, who's now on the official referee list for making himself the main character of the game. Only closely followed up by the East Side line ref for missing at least 2 balls that were like completely out of bounds. Because we both sit on the west side, and my coworker is there with me because we had hung out all day and he came to the game with us. And you could see like the white line, the space, the ball from where we sit. Yeah, there was a lot of questionable activity going on by the red shirts on Saturday. At one point, one of the guys that sits in front of us was like, Ivan, get it together. And Eva was like, ooh, his full government name. And like our whole section started banding together again. So it's good and bad when that happens because it's really fun, but it's very, what's the right word? Aggressive, I think.
It can go into a mob mentality very easily.
Yeah, and
So-
like everybody in 227 is very like tongue in cheek about it too. Like,
Yeah.
we all toe the line. We all are like, oh my God, get your life, get it together. But overall, it's a very interesting experience. 2 yellow cards in the first half for the Ascent. They're a better team than they play. Like, they're scrappy in a really good way, but also they pushed a lot from behind and they were very like aggressive in a way they didn't need to be. I'm like, you're good. Why are you playing the borderline dirty? Like that kind of thing.
I didn't, as we'll talk about, I didn't go to the game. I had some family things, so I ended up doing that instead. Gave my tickets to a really nice family.
Yeah.
That I just met like the day before, and I was just like, "Hey, do you want
You guys
some
want some
tickets?"
extra? Do you want to go to another game?
But just to clarify, for anyone who this might be the first episode, or this is the first time you hear us talking about refs, the list is not a bad list. It's not that kind of list. The list is just, we've been keeping track of some refs that might need a little bit more experience, and there's a little grade for each one of them. So once we get the match, when all the stuff is announced for the match and we see the ref, that's funny because I've never wanted to look at who the ref is going to be at this game.
Yeah.
But the
And now-
NWSL has made that a thing now. So I look at the ref and then we're like, oh God, we got Trevor. Or like, there's a handful of them that have made the list.
Yeah, there are
So-
multiple people across the Angel City fan base who do keep track of the different referees. Some of them are also listeners and have hooked us up with their info and their research. So it's always appreciated because we got to know. We got to know if it's the kind of thing like,
You need
is Chesky going to be there? Do we have to yeah, exactly. Do we have to mentally prepare to want to throw myself onto the pitch and be like, stop it? Or am I just going to watch soccer? Mind my business.
in the worst way possible. It's mentally preparing for the shit calls that are going to happen. So you can, at least if it's Ivan again, or if it's a Trevor, you're just like, oh, goddamn Trevor. And I think a part of me hopes and feels that the team already knows this too. So the list, they're like,
you don't touch anybody. Don't breathe wrong.
yeah. Or go as hard as you want. They're not going to call anything.
Exactly.
But also watch your back.
Somebody might die. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, to kind of get us back in the swing of things, the last game that we played before the break. So we played Kansas City in Kansas City, right? Or was it at home?
I was at home. I don't remember.
I don't remember it. Oh my God. You have a good reason not to remember. I know. We're both pulling
right now.
out our
There's lots
phones
of
right
things
now
I don't remember.
Yeah, dude. It was at Kansas City because that's the barbecue day for my work because we were watching the game with half my coworkers. So we're playing in Kansas City. We ended up losing 1-0, which sucks. But this was the first time of the season that Kansas City hadn't scored in the first half. We held them to the 69th minute, which is the longest they've gone without a goal this season. So I take that as a win because they're insane this season. They're bonkers and they're spreading out the scoring like crazy. They're a very good team. So I was very I wanted us to win or at least go to a draw and bring a point home. But as much as I would have loved to win, I'm very glad we held it where we did. And it was even still that goal was just like, oh, dang. All right.
Yeah. Kansas City is clear and away in first place with 33 points.
Yeah.
Second place, Orlando, is at 25. So that's a huge gap there.
Kansas City has been on a terror after last season. They're like, no.
And they have a plus 19 goal differential. So
sheesh.
Us holding them that long
is a big deal.
Is a big deal.
Yeah.
The loss is also a big deal. We are desperate for points at this point. We're at the halfway point, but we can't be dropping points at
Not
all.
so much anymore.
So, yeah.
But over the course of the last month, we've had 2 friendlies. A week and a half ago, it was against Bay FC up in the Bay. Very little advertisement. It was like a public
Season ticket holder
scrimmage.
thing?
Yeah, / season ticket holder event for the Bay FC fans. Like we said, June scored. We ended up in a draw. They didn't publicize it. Like they didn't not publicize it, televise it. So it's kind of just in the air. But then we had the friendly at home against the Carolina Ascent from Gainbridge Super League, and we won 4-2. And it was bonkers. Like I said, there were 2 yellow cards in the first half for the Ascent. One, I don't know how it was only a yellow and not a straight red, because this girl palmed June Endo's head and just shoved her forward.
Was this June posted up a picture of her being sandwiched?
No, that was later, and there was no call on that. Yeah, so she full on got shoved from behind in the back of the head and did a somersault. And they're like, "Oh, yellow card." And I'm like,
no, that's a straight red.
That should be a straight red. You purposefully came into contact with her head.
But either way, any contact to the neck or head, any physical contact to the neck or head is a red.
Yeah, not for Ivan. And then there was a possible, at least from our angle, it looked like a possible dog so in the second half. That was a no call. There was a lot. Like I said, very big main character energy from the referees. But it was an insane game. We all collectively as a fan base learned so you've got a goal scored. You have a brace when a player scores 2. And then you have a hat trick when a player scores 3. We learned what happens when a player scores 4. It's called a haul, which... Yeah.
Alyssa
Thompson with the first haul. She had her first hat trick, second hat trick in team history, and the other one was Messiah Bright in a friendly in the first, 7 minutes of the game or something like that. It was so ridiculous. Each goal was ridiculous in its own way. One was a PK. Like, there's so much. I told Eva this game feels like Stefan from SNL, where it's like, this game has everything. We have PKs. We have yellow cards. It was like that. Everything that could happen did happen in a way. So that was wild. But the best part about the whole thing was that we looked really good. And not everything is like figured out yet. Not everything. There were some missed passes or, I thought you were going to be there or make the cut, that kind of thing. But everyone looked like they knew what the point was. And everyone looked like they were on the same page. Like we've talked before, like we've always been in the same book. Some people have been in different chapters, different pages. We were all on the same page on Saturday. And it was, it's spicy. I'm so excited.
From all the updates we were getting on Discord, I really do wish that I was there. Yeah. It sounded like a really fun match.
You could see like the vision of the team. I think honestly for the first time since we started.
Yeah. All of our exhibition matches have been really good. Yeah. It's just carrying that forward. Yeah. But
I feel like this time it's actually going to happen though.
This time it'll stick. Well, so with that, we did do our footy therapy because it was a friendly and because it wasn't televised or broadcast anywhere. I do think it was broadcast somewhere, but you had to sign up for something.
Yeah, it was like on the Ascent's YouTube and then somewhere else as well.
Oh, was it on there? Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Angel City posted up something about if you want to listen or watch the game or something like that, you had to sign up for some app. And I was like, nope, no thank you.
Too many of those.
Yeah. I've already got 5 to even just watch you guys in the first place. So. But either way, posted up just a quick little, almost like a, let's get back into things. What's your footy therapy? And I left it open-ended. I also wrote something about Alyssa Thompson's haul. I left it open-ended mainly because it was like, whatever you want to talk about, really. If you want to talk about the game, if you want to talk about whatever. Yeah. So Jeff came in with, Alyssa Thompson is feasting. Good to see experimentation and a lot of players get minutes. I'm hopeful. Which, it sounds like that's like the sentiment.
Yeah, I feel like all of us, it's a hell of a drug, I'll tell you that much. Hope, man, what's that?
And then Vero said, sitting in front of Angela and Eva is the best footy therapy.
Honestly, like she and her mom got there and we were like, I missed you so much. Even though I text her like we talk all the time, but still it's different.
When you get to see each other in person,
Yeah.
especially when you get to see each other and you're there and then now you're collectively yelling at Ivan. And then Cassandra did us the favor of commenting on everywhere. So her first comment on Instagram was, my therapy is swooping in, giving a one-liner on the Casual FC Discord and then peacing out.
Hold on, I gotta find it because it was amazing. She said 4 goals is a haul, 2 lesbians is a U-Haul. Thank you and good night. I laughed so hard, like in the car with Eva, and I was like, we did rent a U-Haul.
And then she did. Okay, that was her other comment in Discord.
Yeah.
But then she did come back with something. She said, definitely gonna have to look at this as a start of something.
Yeah.
Not lost time. The long break was perfect to get players and start developing chemistry. So I agree. It's one of those things, as we mentioned in our mid-season report card, that hopefully this international break was the time that Strauss needed to be able to really start instilling what his vision is and how the play should be. And like he mentioned, get all the skeletons out of the closet, just clear everything out and be like, look, this is what we got to do.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it's going in that way. Again, are we expecting like magic and fireworks on day one when we start playing like another NWSL team? Maybe not. But
it'd be
the
cool.
thing is, it'd be cool. Or do we see things where it's, oh, okay, things are working, things are gelling, like the back line has solidified, the midfield knows how to move the ball around now a little bit more efficiently. Like things like that we can count as improvements. I know the fan base wants bigger improvements faster.
But I don't think we have a good sample set yet to declare that we haven't gotten there, because it's very possible that we could, because in a friendly like this, you're 1, trying everything for the first time in live action, 2, not necessarily starting your starters to give them a little bit more rest, and then you're also looking at new players. So there's so many different things you're doing in a friendly, but also trying to win. So yeah, like you're not necessarily starting all of your starters or starting them in a way, or they're not necessarily playing in a way that is going to be what like league play is. So there's a lot. And this man seems very calculated in that sense. Like he knows why people are going in when they are. And I had our whole section laughing because in the 63rd minute, we made substitutions, everyone. 63, Kristen Press came in. We didn't get her at 82. We didn't get her at 88 or 89 or 90 plus 7. We got her at 63. A miracle. True blue spectacle.
Janthony came in with, I like the pieces. I don't think they're together on the right way yet. Our fullback situation is fine, 2 on each side, and our CB situation will improve because by the time we play Orlando, we will have 4 capable CBs to choose from, center backs.
Yep.
So yeah, I think he's right on the money. It's, look, the pieces, like we've said, the pieces are there. It might not be on the right, but that's the whole point of the friendly was to experiment.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
We got to see Evelyn Shores also, which was dope.
Okay.
She looks great. And she's very much a attacking wing back. So she was moving the ball up. Like, it's going to be very fun with, like, her and MA if they're starting or if that's who subs in for each other on one side. Giselle, when she's healthy again. Miyabi, we looked so good.
And talking about Miyabi, Scott came in with fun to see new faces in the lineup. Endo looked great. Mariah was amazing. So scrappy and hardworking. No dumb turnovers. Tiernan and Endo seem to have a good chemistry and would love to see that build. Yeah. So, yeah, I think everybody is in some percentage of hopeful, on the hopeful spectrum. Don't doubt there's some people that are still in the why do we have so many young players or why do we keep getting young players? And yeah. And
I get it.
But I think not silver lining, the asterisk on that, on us getting so many new young players is that we're starting to build and we have the system now for that development.
Yeah.
So we are now building we're building a team to try to form something with what we have at the moment, but we're also looking at the next couple years and looking at how that's going to develop. And I think that is what's different. The number of years that the team has been around is that for the past couple of years, very much startup energy, very much like, you know,
throw spaghetti at a wall and see what happens.
Move fast, break things, like that. That type of mentality, which in this system doesn't work. Right?
To have a plan, like a plan.
And now we do have a plan. And then we have people in positions to start building that, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's the big difference on all of this. So look at all of these new young players as the opportunity moving forward in the future, and understand that the soccer IQ that Strauss is bringing is going to improve our team at the moment. So there's
the cool thing is, Eva and I were talking about it on the way home, like we have such a good mix of players right now in the like tenure of it all. We have insane veterans. You have World Cup champions, you have Olympic medalists, you have international captains, you have mid-career veterans as well. So you have folks that have been in the league for a while, have played in different places, have that experience. We have international stars, international stalwarts on their teams, and people who have made history in different ways. So there's a lot of different types of soccer IQ. There's different types of leadership. Like Kennedy Fuller made a weird pass backwards, and that's what gave up the first goal to the Ascent in the opening 2 minutes. It felt, I think it was like the second minute, and you saw the 18-year-old come out for a hot second in that moment. And the first thing that happened, the goal went in. The next thing was Angelina had her arm around her and was like coaching her through that moment. And you could see it, like that's gonna stay in your head for a game.
Yeah.
But you also saw someone who's in their second year right along with you, but has age, has like college experience, international experience, right there having your back. Like that says so much to me. And it was such a visible display of really good leadership in the moment to be like, okay, forget that happened. Like, just don't. Who cares? And it was even exceptionally a lot better when then we scored 4 goals. And but
when you can easily forget about that.
It's okay, that happened. But it was one of those moments where it was a learning moment for everyone. The other team came out very attack driven, very much like we want to score, which I would too. But there was a mistake made, and then we recovered from it. And you could see it in her body language, even from far away, that it was like in her head. Like, oh shit, I did that. But it's like, it happens to the very best players in the world. It's going to happen to you. It's going to happen to everybody at some point in some way. It was just really nice. And to know that's the type of camaraderie and leadership and everything that we have on the team right now, I'm very happy with where we're at and where we can go.
Yeah. All of that to say, we're super excited with what's going on and what the potential can be, not only for this year, but for the coming years too. It sounds like we're building up in the right direction with the right now. So with that, let's check the standings as we restart this second half of the season. We're just outside of the playoffs is 1 through 8. We are currently tied for 10th, which sounds way better than saying we're in 11th place. But we are technically tied for 10th.
Yes.
And if we, as we've been talking about all of this, if we keep connecting or keep playing, or we do well in these friendlies, if we can find a way to carry over that momentum from the friendlies and that energy, we can definitely carry that on and definitely make it into the postseason.
For sure.
Yeah,
essentially we've played half the season. So we've already faced everybody once. Now we start over again. And now is where all of these matches really, truly count. And I'm really excited to see where we go.
Yep.
With that said, let's get into it. Let's talk about the rain. Let's talk about this matchup, because it's a lot. The histamines are histamining, and now my nose is running. So sorry, guys, I'm going to be sniffling a lot. But I'm not crying. Just FYI. I want to make that very well known. I'm excited for soccer, but I'm not weepy about it yet. Okay, so the thing with Seattle, for those of you who don't know, any team coached by Laura Harvey is a team to prepare for. She's insanely good at developing players, developing schemes, taking care of teams, growing teams. She was in the U.S. soccer pipeline for a while, developing players I think she was the U23 coach for a hot minute. She's very good at locker room culture, on the field stuff. Like, she's just a soccer brain, and she's lovely and she's funny, and it works out. She's been in the league, I want to say all but 2 seasons or something like that. She's very, very tenured in the league as well. She understands both international and NWSL play. So I don't want to say she's unstoppable, but she's very good from the top. So now I'm excited to have a coach that can like go head to head with another coach like that of, oh, soccer brains are big. We like this. This is, like we've said before, this is going to be our first real test with Strauss at the helm, because I feel like the transfer has been finalized. It's not like we're in Sam Lady 2.0. It's no, we're done. Clean slate. Here we go.
Yeah. He may be around, but he's no longer, no longer has say.
Yeah. Yeah. So genuinely, like with this new lineup, I cannot wait. I'm so excited to take what we saw on Saturday and see what we see this coming Friday, and just really enjoy the game, honestly. Like primetime TV for sure in this household. But I'm also very curious about our defensive midfielders and our backline and who's going to be where, because Alana Kennedy started in the backline on Saturday, but she was also playing up in the midfield. So I'm curious. Who knows? We'll see. But the very, very exciting thing, I keep saying very exciting, but I'm just excited. Sorry, not sorry, truly. We look like we're flying again. And Mario, I think you said this last episode, or either last episode or the one right before the end of the first half of the season, of if we can get back to looking like we're having fun and looking like we're flying up the pitch, we're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Everyone played so free on Saturday. They were loose.
That's when they look the freest.
Ah!
Yeah, that's when they look the freest. It's like when they have the most fun. And it's a cliche. People are like, if you're having fun with what you do, then it's not a job.
It didn't look forced.
And if you get to that point where it doesn't look forced and where you're having fun and things are starting, when you can fly, it means you're starting to gel. You're starting to anticipate. You're starting to read your teammates. When you don't have that speed, it's because you're being a little hesitant and because you're not quite sure what you need to do until the last minute or too late. So I'm happy to hear that they were just that they were flying and that they because I think that's in my head, that's how it translates. It's if they're flying, even if there were mistakes, even if there were missed balls or misconnections, things like that, in my head, them being able to move at kind of full speed means that they're already thinking in sync. And you know, maybe it just didn't connect, and that's fine, but at least the thing was second nature versus it being a stutter step type thing.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a difference between a missed pass because somebody was like 2 steps behind versus not knowing it was going to go there at all. If you just overshot it a little bit, or you thought you had the right angle but you didn't, like that's different than just not passing it to anyone, which has happened. But things happen. But let's talk about the rain. Let's talk about 3 very specific players. Partially because I like all of them a lot. So at number 1 in goal is Claudia Dickey. She, if you have paid attention to the national team, she has gotten called up. She played against Ireland. It wasn't her direct quote, but Emma Hayes described her as being so calm, it's almost concerning. It's the kind of thing, like, she doesn't get nervous. She doesn't get shaken the way, like, even just pregame. She's, yeah, cool, like, neat. Her first start was against us. And she maybe got her shit rocked a little bit. I think we won that game like 4-2. It was like one of the higher scoring games we've had. 2-1, no, 3-1 maybe, but we scored decent. And she's essentially been lights out ever since, and I'm happy for her, except I hope we can make her have a bad night. And given the fact that I don't want to say we're unscoutable, because that's not true, but we don't know who's going to be where yet. We don't know what the like normal lineup is anymore. So that'll be exciting. But she's a very good keeper. Like we said about Kaylin Sheridan, the goal gets smaller. She takes up a lot of space in the goal. Yeah.
I mean, we're fans of a lot of the players in the league, and that's one of the reasons why we're doing what we're doing, is we're trying to highlight amazing players on every team that we play, because they all have amazing players. Do we like them? Yes. Are they great? And do they do amazing things? Yes. Do we want them to do any of that while they're here? No. Or while we're there?
Yeah, not against us. Against everybody else, sure. But chill out for one night.
So learn about these players, because they're amazing. But then, we wish you not the best game.
Honestly, have a bad day. But yeah, Claudia Dickey, she'll be in goal. I think their kits are pink. But I don't know what they are, what their alternate keeper kits are. But they look cool. That's all. And then we have Lynn Biondolo, formerly known as Lynn Williams. My love for Lynn. At one point, she and Allie Krieger were like the fastest people in soccer. They could run as fast as horses. Lynn is insane. Now she's leg sleeve Lynn, because she's been wearing, since her injury, she's been wearing like a leg sleeve, like Asia Wilson, one sleeve. I think they have a picture together, actually. It makes me really happy, from the Olympics. But she's won 4 championships in the league, not counting all her national team accolades. She is the all-time leading goal scorer in the NWSL. And then she's also 3rd in regular season assists. So if there's anybody in this league who knows how to win, it's Lynn. She's also just silly and fun. She co-hosts podcasts with Sam Mewis, who's her best friend. Like, Lynn Williams is who I feel like everybody wants to know, because she's just Lynn, and she's there, and she's fun, and she's so damn good. Again, please don't be on Friday. Have a bad night. I'm not saying you deserve like food poisoning or anything, because that'd be terrible, and I don't like that. But like, maybe just have an off night. That's all. Please.
maybe the pitch is a little overwatered and that's a little slow or something.
Just something not so great. But yeah, when you're the all-time leading scorer, and also like, Lynn is a player who I don't think people understand is as good as she is. Like, she's somehow underrated. And I'm like, but it's Lynn Biondolo. Like, what? How is this a thing? But she's number 6. She's amazing. She's Lynn. And then
last but not least,
I talk about her every season because I love her. Jess Fishlock, number 10, married to former teammate Sierra King, who's now coaching, I think so, in Canada, in the new league up there. But so good, so wonderful. She is the face of the Welsh national team. I will cry if I talk about the Euros. They scored. They won. It was their first international tournament. Goal. And I'm so glad it happened while Fishlock was still playing. Like, she deserved to be there with them. Anyway, that's that. Go look up literally anything the Welsh national team has posted about Fish, what like sponsors have posted. They have there's a futsal court pitch. I don't know what it's called because it's not grass.
Still a pitch.
Okay. Is it? Or is that the indoor? Turf. Yeah. I'm like, isn't it just like tennis court?
It could be both, yeah.
Yeah. But there's one that has like a huge portrait of her painted on it currently. Like, it's amazing. She's been with Seattle since the inaugural season in 2013. So she's a lifer in the league also. At the same time, there was a time period where the Australian W League was during the NWSL's offseason. So players would just go like from the NWSL to Australia. And she was a player coach in 2017 for Melbourne City, which is the first team in the W League to win 2 consecutive titles. Right.
Okay.
Dang. And to be a player coach is such a weird like thing. You're playing, you're coaching, you're like doing both and also at a high level. There's a lot that goes into that. But I hope, and we should really all hope, that she goes into coaching after her playing career is done. She is so smart, so like intelligent in the same way that I want Tobin to be talking about soccer all the time. This is just residual. I got emotional about international soccer. I don't know. Right. Just go away. We all want Tobin to talk about soccer forever because she talks about it in such a way that's so informative. It meets you where you are, but it's also very high level at the same time. That's how I feel about Fishlock coaching. It's very approachable. It's very like normal, quote unquote, but also extremely high IQ, big concepts all over the place. She's also currently in 3rd for the most NWSL minutes played, over 180 games. She has 15,305 minutes during the regular season. So if you include playoffs, it's a few hundred more, which is insane. But that's the Reign. They're really good. They score a lot. I hope they don't. That's all. Okay, so then we have Angel City. And I'm going to talk about our offense, our forwards, 3 of the 4,000 I feel like we have right now. There's so many people on this team. I don't know what's going to happen before Friday. We'll see. We've got maternity leave. We've got medical leave. We've got SCI. We've got loans. We've got everything. To start off, we're going to start off with the Alyssa 4 goals Thompson. She is number 21, a forward hailing from Studio City, from Harvard Westlake, a storied athletic high school in the Los Angeles area. She's cool. She's confident again. She's got the sauce. She's going to have a freaking blast because you know who can tell her anything? No one. Nobody can tell her nothing after Saturday because some of those goals were weird. Like one goal, Riley Tiernan goes in, falls down. The ball ricochets, gets to Kennedy Fuller. She kicks it into Riley Tiernan. Because she's still on the ground in the fetal position trying to get stepped on. It ricochets, goes over to Alyssa, and then goes in off the keeper. Like, it just was like a pinball. Like, she's just a presence. And for being, 19, 20? How old is she now? Young.
I think 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. She has cartilage in her knees. That's what it is. She has
cartilage in her knees, but she's also so worldly on the pitch. Like, it's not like I'm barely not a teenager and don't really know what I'm doing. She's no, I got this. I have scored internationally at this point. Like, it's not scary anymore.
I think her confidence has been building ever since her first year playing. And we saw that there was shakiness during that time.
It's a World Cup.
Yeah. There was shakiness. There was some confidence issues or just some kind of
stuff
she was going through. But you can see clearly, especially these last international call-ups, where she's been able to
she's terrifying.
Really dominate or really show what she can do. That has informed her play style. So there was a period last year where she wasn't scoring much, she wasn't doing much, or really the beginning of this year, it's led into that where like she was just really becoming an assist queen.
Which itself is amazing.
It's amazing. Like she was able to place that ball, but she wasn't doing her forward attacking yet. But she was slowly building up to it. Then she got the international call up. Then she blew out there. And then now it's just been like building and building.
Yeah,
so, if we can get if we can get like just consistent braces from her, you don't have to go for a full haul. You can go.
But 2 is fine. 1 is great. Honestly, 1, as long as the other team doesn't also score 1 or more, that's fine. No, she's just such a wonderful talent and so much fun to watch because she's so friggin' fast and she can run box to box. There's going to be a lot of, oh my gods, in the next like 5-10 minutes. So you have Alyssa, right? And then we got to see Sveindís Jónsdóttir for the first time on Saturday. I mentioned it before, because I have a normal person job, I can't just sit and watch sports all day, and it's frustrating because I don't work from home. Because if I did, I'd have a computer and also my TV. So I did not know much about her play. I knew there was like rumblings and talk about, ooh, she's so good, she's so good. She's spicy. And like we've talked about, like, we need somebody who can just dig in and win. And we have that a lot in Riley Tiernan. We have somebody who said, no, I'll do this myself. You get me the ball, I will put it in the net. Do not confuse the two, kind of thing. Jónsdóttir has amazing footwork. She had a couple back heels that were beautifully placed. She was connecting with the ball in the air, getting it on the ground, controlling it on the ground, taking it from the opposing team. There was one play she got beat on, and then the next thing you know, she's in front of her defender. Or not in front of her defender. She's in front of the person with the ball on the opposite side of the field. Like, it went from being like, oh no, I lost the ball, to I'm going to get it back. And that's the difference maker in a lot of...
Yes, there's a lot of... Alyssa being another one.
Yeah, absolutely.
That like absolutely have, for some reason, no sense of being tired at all. And
insane conditioning.
Yeah, and they run box to box, and they're not afraid to drop into a defensive position as soon as it's needed. There's other players that like they lose the ball and they're like, fuck it. Like,
that's somebody else's problem now.
I'm just gonna wait up here until someone gets me the ball back.
And sometimes that's your role. Like sometimes it's your role to stay back so that when your other teammates get the ball back, they have someone to pitch it to. So there's nothing wrong with that. I want to make that known.
Did she play at the same time with Riley, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so they were both on the field.
We started Riley, Alyssa, Sveindís, Jónsdóttir, and June. Ooh. It was terrifying, Mario.
4 up top. Okay.
Insane. It was so good. June was playing like... No, it was so good. But
speaking of June.
Yeah, not quite. Because Jónsdóttir also has height. And height is what we've been missing in the front line. We have Alana Kennedy.
That's the only like, tall person we have. I mean, beyond Angelina, but then she's not in the box.
She's not in the mix, yeah. And like my coworker was at the game on Saturday. He's, oh my gosh, she's so tall. And we looked it up and was like, oh, she's my height. She's my height. Alana Kennedy and Sveindís are my height. Which, like, coming from basketball world that I do, I'm not a tall person. Like, I'm short to average women's basketball player height. So it was just very funny. We're like, oh my God, she's so tall. And she's just Angela height. But
she's tall for what we have.
Yes. And for the sport still, genuinely. Yeah. But she's a pest also. Like, she's very aggressive on the ball. Similarly to Alyssa of, okay, I have the ball now, I'm going to score. She knocked on that door probably 5 or 6 times where it was like, this is going in the back of the net right now. She hit a crossbar. It was one of those, she hadn't quite calibrated it yet, but it was amazing. And anytime the ball was deflected or it got away from us, and every time you were like, dang, I hope we can get the ball, that's who got the ball. So I'm very excited to see her in league play, matching up against folks that haven't necessarily seen her, because that's going to be like our like ace up our sleeve for a hot second, is having players that other teams haven't seen.
I'm excited to see her on the first.
It's going to be great.
On TV. But
and then last but not least, oh my gosh, I can't even talk. The return of June Endo. It's just so good. It's like when somebody's been out same with Kristen Press. When, you're out for a couple seasons or a season and a half, you've reconstructed your body, you've re-established your game, and now you're back on the pitch. It's like everybody forgot how beautiful it is to watch you play. We remembered that it was great, but then you see it live and you're like, shit, that's great.
I want to say there's also a little bit of extra like sauce in there.
Oh, for sure.
Mainly because like her injury was such an unfortunate one.
Yeah.
And when it happened, she missed the World Cup. Like she didn't get to play for the national
Olympics.
team.
The Olympics.
Was it the Olympics or Olympics? Oh, okay. Either way, she didn't get to play for her national team.
Yeah.
Which she got the call up and everybody was excited for her. And yeah, the call up happened first, I believe. And then like a
4 seconds later.
Yeah. She got the ACL injury and it's just, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, like I think everybody's been, her along with Ellie, super excited to watch them do recuperating and recovering. Once June got announced that she was off the SCI list, it was like, all right, she's coming back. And then now we're finally getting her.
And she scored a banger of a goal in that friendly against Bay FC. She looked amazing. She was making great connections with Riley Tiernan on Saturday. So she's also a playmaker. So she's not just a June Endo who can score goals. Yeah. She is a playmaker and she will make so much more happen in that attacking third, and it's gonna be so good. She's ready for her comeback. You can tell on the pitch. We're all ready for her comeback. She's like the best representative of Japan. I feel like she's like the Japanese queen of LA.
My wish for her is that first game, the first league game back at BMO, that she just gets a chance to score.
Yeah, same.
Whether it's a fluke or whether it's a banger,
I want it
either
to be
way.
a banger outside the box.
I want it to be a banger too.
Yeah, I want it to be revenge on VAR. Just like a half a step outside the box, rifled into the net. It's gonna be so good. Yeah, and it's really nice to see her coming back and not being afraid, because it's super hard. Like coming back, and I've talked about it a ton, because I know what it's like to just learn to walk again and be like, okay, can I jump off this step? Like just a one step up into a house. Can I do that again? And it's really scary because you're supposed to trust your body, but you have reason not to.
Oh yeah, I went to the movie theater, and then I'm feeling better. Yeah, my lungs are feeling better and everything. Went to the movie theater, and like in the middle, went to the restroom, came back, and I was like trying to hurry back to my seat. Oof. I was going up the stairs, and my legs started giving out, and I was like, I gotta slow down.
Gotta breathe. Gotta put oxygen in my body. Yeah, and when you can come back to your sport and you play unafraid, it's different, and it's a different type of energy, because it's like vengeful in a sense. In a really healthy way, it's vengeful. Yeah. Where it's, no, I can do this again. This is my job and I'm here for it and we're ready to go. And after she got the, like, as she put it, when soccer turns into Mortal Kombat on her Instagram, she got sandwiched multiple times, pushed from behind in the head. She got tripped. Like, it was like attack on June on Saturday in some ways. It was weird, but she took the heat and she just got up and went with it. So I'm hoping she wasn't too shaken after that game, because she played a hell of a game. But like, I just picked 3 of our attack. That doesn't account for Riley Tiernan, the return of Sid LaRue, anybody who can score from the midfield. Like, we have so much good that's developing, that's coming, and so much to talk about. So yeah, it's just gonna be great. And this matchup is really interesting. Oh, hello, hiccups. I need to breathe. Our record against Seattle is weird. We've got 3 wins, 1 draw, and 8 losses. And that feels so lopsided. But when you break it down as to where those come from, in the Challenge Cup, we had 1 draw and 3 losses against them, and nobody cared, whatever. We matched up and had 1 game in the playoffs. And that's the year they went to the finals. It was Pino's last season. And we lost on 1 goal in the 80th minute or something like that. Like, it was a hard fought game. But then in league play, we've won 3 times, lost 4 times. So we're incredibly evenly matched in league play. Challenge Cup was whatever. Playoffs, it was 1 game. So I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, that's the game. Friday, August 1st in Seattle at Lumen Field, 7:30 on Paramount Plus and NWSL Plus and iHeartRadio and in the Discord.
Yeah. Oh, definitely in the Discord. It's definitely.
We should be home, so there should be a voice chat maybe.
7:30 there most likely will be chat with some people, at least definitely for the second half. Second half, kids are down asleep by then, and so at least I can join. So with all of that, if you're listening to us still, you probably like what you're hearing, hit the subscribe button wherever you're listening. If you haven't, check out casualfc.com for all of the pod links. We're also on YouTube, so you can hit the subscribe, the follow, the thumbs up, do all the things on the YouTube because they need a lot more interaction for some reason. Follow us on socials, Casual FC Pod on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok, casualfc.com on BLUESKY, and still trying to figure out how to manage all of those together, but we update most of them. Join us on the Discord that we keep talking about. It's free. Anybody can join. There's a link in our socials on the bio thingy, where you look for links. And if you don't see one, or if you're not bothered to do that, just send us a DM and we'll send you the link directly. Don't worry about that. And it's fun, and we just get to talk about a bunch of different things. There's so many different channels, just so to kind of things. So many things. We were talking about the Excel. I posted up the Excel World Championships, which is a thing.
On ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Which is a thing. It is a thing,
yeah.
And it's amazing. Best ways to support the pod is share, comment on any one of our posts on social media, or write a review, or hit the like button on YouTube, write the review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you hear us. It's all about engagement, and it helps other people find us and find things similar to us. So that's all great. You can also grab merch at our shop. We have shop.casualfc.com. We have t-shirts, we have cups, we have mugs, we have a bunch of stuff.
Big shout out to all the Australians who have bought Alana Kennedy's shirt after she posted it on her Snap. All of that started happening the day Eva and I were heading up to the hospital to go see Mario, and I'm like trying to troubleshoot in the car on my phone and being like, I need every login that I thought I had but I don't, because I haven't needed them. It was really funny, like hearing Mario's like harrowing story of the last 2 weeks of his life, and I'm like, but can I get that Shopify password? But there's more in the pipeline. We're merch fans. We're fans of merch.
We're fans of merch. We're fans of East Bay, and that's really what we want to be. We want to be the East Bay.
Yeah, the East Bay of Angel City. If you're old enough to remember that reference, thank you. Please let us know.
And then if you feel so inclined, help support the pod by buying us a coffee. Check out our link on our bio, or just go to buymeacoffee.com/casualfcpod. It's an easy way to throw us a couple bucks to help what we're doing and keep us going. There's also a membership option, and they're all very low entry. So if you can do it, and it's the $1 a month or $2 a month tier or whatever, cool. That just makes us beyond ecstatic. Even if you send us $1, like, it's amazing just to think about people saying, hey, I like what you're doing, keep it going. So we appreciate any one of these forms of helping us out. With that, tell a friend about the pod. It brings us good luck. We package that good luck and we send it to the team. Apparently they did really well for this last one, so let's keep it going.
Do it again.
And let's send it up to Seattle with them. And with all of that, see you guys online or in Discord. We have the match on Friday, and have fun, everyone. We'll be back next week.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.